is a system, application, and product that is used for data processing work. Okay, it is related to ERP based software. What is ERP? Anyone? Mallikarjun, Manish?
I know the full form, but I don't know what exactly. It's a user interface where again, depending upon the industry, we have multiple things. Let us say if we talk about a school, this has multiple functions into finance or into admission, where again we create certain kind of forms where the data entry happens basically, and it saves at the back end.
Yes. So if we talk about ERP now, so ERP is an enterprise resource planning. Okay, and it is an integrated information system that serve all department within an enterprise. Like it is a way to integrate the data and process of an organization into one single system. All right. So suppose companies are using different application for different department, right? For finance, they are using any FICO tool. For HRM, they are using any HRMS tool. Okay. For sales, they are using Salesforce. Okay. But if you're in your organization, they have any ERP based software, then they don't need to maintain different application for different department. Okay. It means ki ERP software have a capability to work for different module. Plus, it is an integrated information system. That means ki if you update something in one department, it will automatically reflect in relevant department. All right, Malika Arjun and Manish.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in market, you will find many ERP based software like Oracle, BAN, ADP. But SAP is the largest business software of the ERP based software. Okay. SAP main products are R3 product. R stand for real and 3 stand for 3 architecture. What are those 3 architecture? First is database, second is application layer, and third is SAP GUI. What is the full form of GUI? Is a graphical user
Option
interface.
user.
Yes, that is the presentation layer of a SAP. Okay. As per the report, there are over 1,600,000 SAP installation at more than 41,000 companies are using SAP and 120 countries are using SAP. Okay, because it's a software, is a system, they they will update themselves. Okay, after R1, R2, R3, ECC version comes in 2006. That is called ERP Central Component, and after 2015, S4 HANA version come. That is the updated version of SAP right now. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So SAP is divided into two categories. Okay. We have a two categories in SAP. First one is functional category and second is technical category. Under functional, uh, we have a finance, controlling overhead, asset management, project system, workflow, industry solution, quality management, HR, plant maintenance, production planning, material management, sales and distribution, and many more. Okay, these are functional modules available in SAP. Okay. Mallikarjun, you did MBA and Manish?
Yes.
Yes, I've done MBHR.
Okay. So MBA is a functional course.
Yeah.
MBA, BBA, BSc, BCom, these are functional course. Okay. And second, we have technical. Technical, it means more programming and coding related things comes under technical module. Okay. Like MCA, BCA, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here we will see how to configure those things into SAP, the modules of into SAP. Okay, uh, Manika, Arjun, or Manish, what are the roles and responsibility of a HR?
Recruitment,
So you'll have
training.
talent acquisition,
Hmm.
recruitment, training, onboarding, payroll,
Yes, Malika,
all
Arjun.
these things.
Okay, so HR is responsible for employee life cycle, right?
Yeah.
Onboarding, recruitment, onboarding, like employee life cycle. It means onboarding to full and final settlement, right?
Yes.
Recruitment, onboarding, employee code generation, transfer, promotion, training, event management, performance management, learning and development, time management, compliances, payroll. Each and everything is the part of HR, right? Here we will see how to configure those things into SAP. Okay. We have 6 technical modules available in SAP. In technical, we have ABAP module, basis module, BI module, BPC module, BODI module, and EP module. As a functional consultant, you will connect with ABAP and basis module more than these basic BI, BPC, BOD, and EP consultant. Okay, who's a BAPper? A BAPper is a person who will create configure, who will done the configuration through coding and programming. Suppose you want to create a report, okay, new joiners report, and that fields are new joiners employee ID, designation, department, okay, roles, and a BAPper will create that kind of report through coding. Okay, functional consultant will provide them the fields name, okay, logics, but a BAPper will create that kind of report. Okay, who is basis consultant? See, every user have their unique user ID and password, right? Malika Arjun, Manish,
Yes, yes.
okay, that particular user ID have different authentication. Every user ID is different from, like, suppose you are the part of payroll, so you have access of payroll module only. If you are the part of recruitment, so you have access of recruitment module, right? So basis consultant will provide this kind of authentication. Okay, plus basis consultant will transfer the data from one server to another server. Okay, Manish, Malika Arjun.
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the technical person we have in SAP. If we talk about the industry, all big companies, MNCs companies are using SAP right now. Air Force, defense, automotive, banking, chemical, insurance, life science, oil and gas, telecommunication, logistic. All big companies and MNCs companies are using SAP right now. Why they are only preferring SAP in their organization? Because SAP gives solutions to all department and enterprise to gain success. It is not particular for one department, right? And second, it's tightly integrated. Tightly integrated means if you update something in one department, it will automatically reflect in relevant department. No need to inform other department. And the third, the most, is for the data security. Data right now, data is very important, है ना, for every company. And SAP give the like highest data security through this application. Okay. As I earlier said, we have a 3 architecture, like database layer, application layer, and presentation layer. You will put the data into database layer. The data will store in an application server. Through application server, it will present on your screen. Clear?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So we have in SAP we have landscape. What is landscape? Landscape is an arrangement of server. Okay. Arrangement of server. If any client, if they want to implement SAP now, they need to purchase minimum 3 servers. Okay. What are those servers? Development server, quality server, and production server. Okay. Development server is like server where you will configure the client business requirement into SAP. Is called development server. And development server will be only consultant have access of development server. Okay. What is quality server? Quality server is like testing purpose server, where you will test all the scenario whatever you have configured in development server. Now you will transfer the data from development server to quality server, and first you will test all the scenario that whatever your client said, and after that you will transfer the data from quality server to production server. Okay. Production server is a live server where end user will do day-to-day transaction into SAP. Okay. So we have minimum 3 servers in SAP: development, quality, and production. I will give you an example. Suppose Reliance is a company who want to implement SAP in their organization. Okay. First, they will analyze the market, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Like in market, we have a multiple SAP server provider like TCS, Accenture, PwC, Deloitte. All are SAP server providers. Okay, they provide them the budget. Like suppose TCS said 70 CR, Accenture 90 CR provided the budget, PwC 100 CR. Okay, as per the fulfillment of requirement. Suppose Reliance choose Accenture. Okay, and you guys are part of SAP consultant in Accenture. Okay, so the you will start the configuration mod part into development server. Okay, like Reliance said, they have a 10 different company in different location. Okay, under different location they have a different department. Under different department they have a multiple type of employees. Multiple type of employees like a permanent employee, fixed term employee, third party employee, contract based employee. Okay, and they want all hiring to full and final settlement work through SAP. Okay, that requirement you will create in development server. Okay,
Yes.
after completion of configuration in development server, you will transfer the data from development server to quality server. Okay, quality server is a testing purpose, we use for a testing purpose. Okay, here you will first test all the scenarios. Okay, after that you will train the core user. ठीक है, after training core user will test, that means client will test all the scenario, and after that they will provide you the approval कि yes please go ahead, each and everything comes as per their requirement. Okay, after confirmation from client you will transfer the data from quality server to production server, and production server is a live server where end user will do day to day transaction in SAP. Like it is a live server means it is the property of client. Okay, so because it's a property of client, then that means you don't have a excess of production server. Okay, see, development server will be configure the client business process into SAP. Development server will be used by consultant only. Quality server will be used to test the scenario. Quality server will be used by consultant and core user. Who is the core user? Core user is the employee of the company who has good experience and exposure in the client business process. Okay, what is production server? It is a live server where end user will do day to day transaction into SAP. Production server will not have access to development server, and consultant will not have access to production server. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
All right, so if we talk about the roles and responsibility of a consultant, so as a consultant we have a four kind of projects here. Okay, so as a consultant you will be placed into either implementation project, support project, rollout project, or upgrade project. So we have four project: implementation, support, rollout, and upgrade. What is implementation project? Implementation project means the system is very fresh. Suppose Reliance is using right now any other HRMS tool, but first time they want to implement SAP. It's called implementation project. Implementation project means from scratch you have to configure all the requirement into SAP, is called implementation project. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manish, Malikarjun?
Yes.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, what is support project? What is support project?
Already it's implemented. We have to take care of the any ongoing the issues users is facing, or any changes they need, any clients. So we will support that.
So see, client have already implemented SAP. Okay, after implementing, after completion of configuration in SAP, client might face some issues, error, and they also want some new changes, right? Then you will resolve that issues and provide the new changes, is called support project. Okay, support project is a ongoing project where you will support them to resolve their issues and everything. Okay, that is called support project. Is it clear, Manish, Malikarjun?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
Okay, what is rollout, Malikarjun?
Yeah.
What is rollout?
Uh,
No idea.
no, I have heard that, but yeah, please
Being
go
the
ahead.
final stage where again we are handing over everything to the end user.
Sorry, no. So, like rollout project means, like earlier Reliance said, they have 10 different companies in different location, right? You have implemented that 10 different companies into SAP through in implementation project, right? After implementation, 4 years, 5 years, after 4 year, 5 years, client purchase a new company, a new plant. Okay,
Yeah,
Manish, Malikarjun, yeah.
yeah, got
For
it.
that new company or new plant, they want all configuration into SAP is called rollout project. Okay.
Yeah.
In simple language, if the client is starting the business, uh, like extend their business, okay.
Mhm.
So you as a consultant, we have to configure those thing into SAP is called rollout project. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes.
In rollout project, new company code is created. Okay, every time when rollout project count, like it means ki you have to create a new company code. Okay, what is
Yes.
upgrade project? Anyone?
Suppose, for example, if they're using ECC version, if they want to go for S4 HANA
Mm-hmm.
or any latest version, they have to go, then we need to upgrade it.
Okay, all right.
Or if they're using any ERP, then they wanted to come to the ECC, then we may call it as upgrade.
Okay, so upgrade project we have in upgrade. If we talk about upgrade project now, in simple language, upgrading the system from old version to new version is called upgrade project. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like they are using ECC, they want to use S4 HANA. So all configuration you have to configure in S4 HANA is called upgrade project. All right, is it clear
Yeah, clear.
Yes.
till now? Any doubt, any questions?
No, not.
Nothing.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, in this course we will cover the introduction part of SAP. Okay, how to create enterprise structure, personal structure, and organization structure into SAP. Like under enterprise structure, we will see how to create company, company code, personal area, personal sub area, employee type, employee subtype. Okay, and or under organization structure, we will see how to create or configure organization hierarchical structure into SAP. Okay, so under organization structure, we have a three modes available: simple maintenance, expert mode, and organization staffing mode. We will see three modes as well. Okay, after that, we will see recruitment module. In recruitment, we will see how to configure the recruitment process into SAP, like posting, advertising, maintaining applicant master data, each and everything in recruitment module. After that, we will see personal administration module. Under personal administration module is for employee. Okay, here we will see how to create info groups, info type, how to create actions in SAP. Okay, how to set the parameters for employees. Okay, each and everything we'll see because HR is responsible for all type of actions, right? Hiring, promotion, transfer, demotion. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here we'll see how to configure those things into SAP. Plus, we will see how to configure number range. What is number range in SAP? So number range is like where you will define the parameters, like if any objects. Okay, so like employee ID, it is in sequence number, na? Every employee has their unique employee ID, or any applicant have a their unique applicant ID, right? So those things we will cover in this module as well. Okay, how to set the range for applicant and for employee in SAP. Okay, then we'll see time management. First, we will see how to integrate time management module with other modules. Plus, we will see how to create holidays calendars, work schedule, daily work schedule, breaks. Okay, how to configure those things into SAP, time evaluation, each and everything we'll see in a time management module. Then we'll see payroll. First, we'll see how to configure payroll module into SAP. Okay, how to set, how to create waste types, how to create payroll area, pay scale, payroll type, and PCR, CAP, all those things we will see how to configure those things into payroll, how to audit payroll, how to run payroll, okay, how to run payroll in background, each and everything we'll see in payroll module. Okay, under personal development module, we'll see how to configure like qualifications catalogs in SAP, plus appraisal module, standard appraisal module in SAP. Okay, then we'll see ASAP methodology. In under ASAP methodology is like it is a methodology, is a waterfall methodology. Okay, we'll see how this methodology is work. Okay, all documents and process we will see in ASAP methodology. Plus we will see how to create training and event management model into SAP as well. So we will cover these module in SAP. Okay, additionally I will provide you the study materials plus recording videos, and I will provide you the live projects whatever I have done in my uh, previous company. Now I will provide you that kind of live reports or live blueprints, so you will get a practical knowledge as well. Okay, so see, as a SAP consultant you will get because if you know how to configure the system now, then you also know how to maintain the system, how to process the system. Okay, so you guys have multiple type of job opportunities. Okay, as a consultant, as an end user, and as a core user as well. Okay, Mallikarjun, Manish,
Yes.
Yes.
because if you know how to cook, you know how to serve, and you know as well how to like eat as well, na? So just like that only. If you know how to configure the system, then you will get a job for core user as well, end user as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions?
No, no, as of now.
Sorry.
Not nothing as of now.
All right. Okay, guys.
No.
See now, other than the course part, like generally, what will be the timings if for the classes?
So So there is a weekend batch and weekdays batch available. Okay. In weekend is like 2 hour sessions, and weekdays is 1 hour.
Okay, weekdays, what will be the timings of the batch?
So we have a morning batch and evening batch both. Okay, because I'm also working. Okay. So it's like after 7 or before 8. Like before 8 or after 7 p.m.
Okay, okay. And normally for how long, how many months will it take to complete the course?
Yes, it will take around 2 to 3 months. Okay, because we will cover all modules here. Okay, plus practicals as well. And also, I will provide you the projects and how to prepare for the interview or anything else. Okay, so it will take 2 to 3 months.
And you'll also be providing the server access to us?
Yes, for the server access, you have to connect with the institute because server access cost, I guess, you have to discuss about this for the institute as well.
Okay. Okay. And when I was discussing with other institute also, basically now you have this S4 HANA, which is the latest thing. So will we be getting trained on that or the old version?
See, Manish, SAP, ECC, and S4 HANA for HR module, there is no changes. Okay, the only changes is the vendor code changes. Okay, that thing I will cover. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. And see, like one thing again, I don't know whether I can discuss with you or with the institute because as I've mentioned that I don't have any experience into this. So in
Yeah, you
terms
can
of
ask.
SAP, I am a fresher, you can say, but other than that, I have experience. Let's say when everything goes on fine, I'm able to learn the things. Now, when I go in the field, when I apply for the jobs,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what kind of pay scale I can expect, how the
Okay.
institute can help me out in building my CV into that.
So see, like Manish, if you have already experienced 17 year of experience in HR module, okay, so
And I
you
don't
have
have, that's what I don't have any experience into SAP. I'm into
okay,
non-IT.
no problem. See, but because see, you don't have any knowledge. Yes, initial phase you have like the client or the company will provide you the like I don't know if you can explain your experience to institute, okay, that sorry, not institute, for company, then I guess it will take like it's like 10 lpa or like something, but after one switch you will get more. Okay, because if I like consider as a fresher now, so for fresher they provide.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right guys, bye.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.